This is the old Mizuno STG. So I had a very, very deep love affair, which is actually still ongoing. Comparing this one to the new STG, they're both really sexy, both very fade bias, sit open, sit flat, all the things that I like. What I do like about the new one is it's a smaller profile. Why don't I just smack the shit out of it and we see what we get?
Exactly. Nice. That was wrecked.
Yeah, that was a little better.
See, he can hit it good.
For sure. So one of the interesting things though is that I actually feel, and I don't know if this is in my brain or not, I feel more drag. Like it feels like the head is slower.
Yeah.
And I don't know, that's probably an aerodynamics thing, that's a smaller head.
I guarantee you that the weight tracks have something to do with aerodynamics. I can guarantee you that the
that would make sense.
Those things flow. I mean, you look at the most aerodynamic driver that we've seen in the last, call it 10, 15 years, is the TSR, right? Like TSR 3. So TSR 3, if you look at it, it's a very plain bottom with some weird kind of little grooving that looks like a pattern. This is not that dissimilar. Similar shape too. So anyways, a little slower that head. It's going to be scientific.
And I mean, I hit a really good one there.
And you still swung at 114 miles an hour. That was actually incredibly, like that's very, very, very good.
Yeah.
For you and for anybody, 12 launch with 1700 spin is going to go a long way.
Yeah.
Just how repeatable is that?
So I do, I mean, I like that this shaft, again, it did it with the other one as well, but this shaft definitely helps kick it up in the air a bit.
For sure. Excuse me. Wow, it's solid too.
Yeah, actually, I towed it a hair, but it didn't go wild.
Yeah, it didn't sound bad at all. You're right, efficiency way down.
So I feel like I can't move the head as fast.
Okay, so what was that on speed?
113.
It's funny, your output, like your body moving looks fast, but you're right, the output is not.
Yeah, so, and I'm not talking shit about the old one, because I really like the old one.
Great driver.
I just feel like the old one is a hair slower with all other things created equal.
You're not getting everything you possibly could out of it in theory, out of what you can do. I think to play golf with it, and like we're not playing golf right now, right? We're playing toys. We're playing. Let's see what goes far. But if you're playing golf, you can. This is back into the conversation of like, hey, you know what? I hit that poorly, but I'm still out there 305 yards, and I'm past most of my friends in the middle of the fairway. And
it's really fun to hit it past your friends.
It is, and I'm sure some of you know about that. So
one time I hit it by mark. It was awesome.
He's done that before for sure.
One time.
It takes a lot of work for him though. But anyway, so that's where I think like, but you could always look down at this, and if you had a checklist of 1,000 things, it doesn't tick every single box because it's not the fastest, and it doesn't give you that like, oh, I love the look of it, right? I mean, you don't have that like love affair in the fact that it's flat enough and it's got the right shape, but it's a little bit bigger than what you would play if you had in a perfect world.
Yeah, I mean, we always say this, you develop a love affair very quickly as soon as you start hitting fairways and just know you can whale it and find the golf ball.
True.
So we say that with putters, you know, hey, you make your third 10-footer in a row and that putter looks great, even though you might say, oh, it's weird looking.
Exactly.
So every golf club,
You're right.
I mean, it doesn't take long to develop a love affair.
Right. Maybe I put words in your mouth.
No, but I know what you mean. When I compare the two of them, that one is more
like it's
appealing to my eye. It's really sexy. It's small, it's open, deep face.
Most golfers, this is like a blade, right? I mean, it's a smaller player's faster head. So obviously there is a percentage of people that do want to play it. But anyways, let's say this one more time.
So this is kind of like the Mizuno like 225.
Yeah.
Whereas that's like the 221.
221, exactly. That's a great point.
Yeah.
Like everybody wants to play this, but not everybody can.
Yeah. Let me give you one more here and give it some speed
here. Those are great results.
Yeah.
Okay, so pretty normal, I think.
Yeah,
for
it's just, and I was really going, and I mean that's pretty fast. It's not as fast.
And that is the DNA of what that driver head has kind of done for you, though. Is like you launch it pretty low, you've built it so that it's not super low spin, but it's fade bias.
Yeah.
And then you hit these like really flat, really beautiful straight drives that go 300 yards. I mean, it is really consistent from what you've done with that thing, and I've seen it outside. He does not do anything funky with it, and it's honestly it's fun to watch as his friend and as obviously.
We're friends now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, now we're friends. When you drive it like that, I'll be your friend if you run my team. But anyway, so it's a driver that I think I've always loved for him, so I do have high hopes for the new one, and I kind of want you guys to see that here now.
Yeah, I mean, if I compare the profiles, you see bigger footprint, smaller footprint. They're both beautiful. I'm definitely going to give this one a rip.
I hope so, yeah.
See what we get.
Absolutely.
You can't go wrong with either or. It's really just a matter of what fits your eye. I do think Mizuno's improved. The new one's faster.
Exactly.
And we'll see what we get inside.
I think it's head and face faster.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
So
There you go. Write that down so you don't forget. Sweet Jesus.
that was so high.
Yeah, that was a moon ball for me. That was a moon ball for, well, not for you, but.
No, but I like that.
Yeah.
I wish you hit it like that.
I didn't even flush it, but this thing's really good. Wow, I'm surprised how good it is.
That's the new head, right?
This is the new head.
Yeah.
So this is just a comparative. I put the new head in with the same Brava setup.
Yeah.
If you're interested in watching
Kind of more in depth.
more in depth on the new STG, there is another video on it. So if you want to see what we're thinking about it, but this is up here just so we can compare numbers and you can see it. It's a bloody cannon. It's really
great.
good.
I mean, and comparatively versus old version, I mean, if you are in the market, if you had the old STG, think about it. Like, go try it because it's different. I mean, it's not the same profile with upgraded hardware or software. It is a different driver that has a similar DNA.
Yeah.
So you're going to feel different things. You're going to get different results, and maybe they're not right for you. But in Matt's case, I think this is going to take. We're going to practice with this a little bit and see if it is going to.
Yeah, this could be a gamer.
It's good for sure. So.